Hey, it's Whitey here doing a little unboxing video for my first purchase from Crown and Caliber. I've heard them advertised. I've been browsing their website for quite a while, and I've been in the market for a used Rolex DateJust. I've been doing a lot of research and trying to figure out what was the best fit for me and what I wanted, and Crown and Caliber seemed like the best bet. I got a nice coupon on there from Smoking Tire, which is one of the podcasts I listen to. Spike's Car Radio had a good one too, but Smoking Tire was 25 bucks better, 175 off. So sorry, they're the one that got that referral. But I was able to find the watch, and like I said, this was the first one that I've ever had from them. So I'm kind of excited to get it. So I went with the a nice presentation, nice leather box, got all your manuals and everything underneath. And let's see, here is the watch. There it is in all its glory. Beautiful. I went with the Rolex 16234. So it's a stainless steel body on the watch with a white gold bezel. It's not the engine turn bezel, it's the your bezel, which gives you a nice look and a nice reflection. This watch dates to about the mid-90s. That's one thing of many that I like about Crown and Caliber, is they go into a little detail of where the serial number dates the watch. They do inspect it, and it doesn't, the pictures were very good. They disclosed every little blemish, which honestly I can't really even see. Looking at the watch now, it looked like there was a mark on one of the lugs and maybe a little bit of a mark on the crown, but I can't even see it now looking at the watch. It looks phenomenal. So the mid-90s watch like this has the sapphire crystal, which after some consideration I decided that was the way I wanted to go. I do have some other watches with acrylic crystals, but I thought that this was for my DateJust, this is where I want to go. If you take a look here at the indices too, they're a little different in this vintage of a watch, this era of a watch. You get the Roman numerals around the markers as well, which I think is just a nice kind of timeless look, a good update to say like the 1601. Those watches, you know, depending on the year and the movement in them, you could have some differences there. There is a good amount of stretch on the Jubilee band. It did have the nice original Jubilee band with it, which is nice too. Another thing, when I was shopping for vintage DateJust, I noticed that could be quite the issue as well. A lot of times you'll see a watch maybe with the original band, but then they've got an aftermarket buckle or vice versa. Sometimes all aftermarket, things like that. You had to be really careful looking for originality with the watch. So I did some debating on, you know, exactly the color and the layout I wanted, and I kind of settled on silver dial. It just seemed kind of classic and timeless to me, and really looks nice. This watch has such a shine to it, without being, you know, flashy or blingy. I mean, I have to admit, I did look at a few with diamonds and stuff, which I thought was cool, but it's a little over the top. Same with the two-tone. Thought that, you know, when I think of a Rolex DateJust, of a classic watch, I really do think of a two-tone, but I just, it's kind of fallen out of favor a little bit. I know they're starting to make a bit of a comeback, but this just seemed more my style, more timeless. So I'm really happy with the watch. I'm really happy with them. I bought the watch on a Friday. They shipped it out first thing Monday, and I had it literally the next day. They overnight them, and top-notch service from them. I had some questions through the process. I'd asked for some additional pictures, things like that, and they responded real quick. So in my book, Crown and Caliber did a good job. I'm obviously not, you know, paid to endorse them or anything, but you know, when you're buying a used luxury watch, it can be kind of nerve-wracking. I mean, I'm sure we've all went the eBay route, but there's a lot of unknowns there, and I have no doubts here. I'm not even going to take the watch and get it authenticated or anything. I'm not worried about any of that with it. But it's just overall, it's a beautiful looking watch. I'm super happy. This is a high point for me. It's something I've always wanted. I know that, you know, oftentimes we think of the sports watches when we think of Rolex, but honestly, you know, growing up especially, this is what I thought of when I thought of a Rolex, and I've always wanted to have one in my collection, and now I do. So at one point, hopefully I can hand this off to my kids and it can stay in our family forever with any luck. So I'm really excited to have it. It's a beautiful watch, a great transaction, and it just doesn't get any better than that. Merry Christmas to me. So I hope you enjoy it. Not always big details on these, but hopefully you pick up a little something, and if not, you got a little watch goodness here to enjoy. Have a good one.